Watch the previous parts. Orion is formally introduced to the Mega Team and he becomes quick friends of Robo Knight and Roy. But then, not really knowing Earth's customs, he follows the Mega Team to school and he gets kind of awkward when he's just standing in the hallway until the principal shows up, assuming that Orion's looking for the new janitor job, which Orion accepts. When he asks his name, he just says Orion, and then the principal asks for his last name.
Orion.
Orion's people don't have last names, so he's got to think of something.
Orion Hammond.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, Orion Hammond, sure.
At the same time, Noah finishes the gift for the pirates. As they get a new prediction from Navi, the legends meet a legend who meets an even bigger legend, Hal Hyper. And there's two monsters attacking, because the Zangiak built a prototype time machine that the robot goes through. The pirates follow as the other general blows it up, much to Vakar's anger because they only had the one. But Studis looks on the bright side, saying that the Rangers are now trapped in the past. So the rest of the Mega Team deal with this new general. The pirates end up in the past, but the robot is gone already. And it's revealed that it's 2009. They wander around until they find the house of Tommy Oliver. Orion and Donnie are super fangirling at this time. After some introductions, yet another person arrives. Marvelous thinking that they were sent by the Zangiak attacks, but he just catches Marvelous's saber with his own, tossing it away, and then he powers down, revealing that he's Marvelous's father, Rufus. A little check-in on the Mega Team first, and then we head back. Marvelous hugging his dad, and he reveals that he's become the Master Red Ranger, granted directly from the Morphing Masters due to his sacrifice to try and find the greatest treasure in the universe and stop the Zangiak. Marvelous says he thought that he was destroyed, which Rufus replies he was. And then he got better because of the Morphing Masters. But this is interrupted by the Robot General arriving, and he reveals the Zangiak sent him back to destroy Tommy. We get some Sentai footage fighting and some original stuff of the robot trying to keep Rufus away, but then the pirates, except for Orion, go Dino Thunder and knock him away. It's revealed Rufus went back in time to give Tommy his Master Morpher. He's been selected by the Morphing Masters due to how much he's done for this world to join them. He accepts, and there's like a triple Zeo Red attack. The pirates finish this off with time for Time Force. The awesome Time Force theme plays as they morph, this being Orion's first legendary transformation. And due to this, he's confused why there's not a colorful explosion behind them. So the robot provides that. They fight and they take him out with that new cannon, the Red Galleon Bazooka. They load their keys into it, and the one in the back determines the charge of a red wave. In the present, they defeat the monster, and they also summon Roy's new Zord, the Ostrich Zord, creating a Gosei Grey Cow Pult Megazord. There's some celebration until the pirates realize they're trapped in the past. Being an agent of the Morphing Masters, he has casual time-walking abilities, and speaking of Time Force, he decides to head to the future, returning with the Quantum Rex 2 from the year 3014. In exchange, Rufus just wants the crystal that Orion's Morpher was found in because it's a early stage of a Zeo crystal. Tommy and Rufus would continue to help, but they have their own missions from the Morphing Masters to deal with, so the pirates head home by themselves. Navi prediction: seek out the warriors of the Hidden Forest. They explore the nearby woods, and they hear an attack. They ready their weapons just to see two legendary rangers just defeated a bunch of X-Borgs to save some animals. It's Leo and Michael. All the rangers are actually excited, but especially Donnie and Orion.
It's an honor. I'm shaking your hand too long. Wow, this is awesome.
I know you too. You're great.
Jeez. Look.
They're devastated at what happened on Miranoi and been fighting the Zangiak everywhere they could, similar to what Marvelous and the Red Corsairs used to do. The two headed to Earth when they heard Zangiak were here. Then they're interrupted by Captain Mutiny, saying that was a real shame, but you chose the wrong side, and that's the cost you pay. Leo doesn't even remember who this is. Aye, you jest. No one forgets Captain Mutiny and lives. Starting an original fight between the Legendary Rangers and the pirates going in space. They manage to ditch them. Leo and Michael are hurt. but it's revealed Burden is near. And he still has some Ranger keys, summoning Mystic White, Shadow Ranger, and Wolf Warrior. Orion gets the legendary Rangers out of there as the pirates fight, but with Mutiny showing up, they actually get knocked out and sent down a river. With the others, it's revealed they didn't morph because the Sabers are still on Miranoi, so they kinda can't. But Orion knows that the Ranger keys can jailbreak the morphing grid and make them morph. But also Burden has the Magna Defender key. But he also feels, why doesn't he just give up his morpher to Michael? He's far more experienced and better at fighting than he ever was. But Michael ensures Orion that each member of a team makes a greater whole. And Michael's already part of a team, Orion already fits in. But Burden finds them using his own blaster at them, with Michael saying that you can only get chosen to get the powers of the Galaxy Rangers, you can't take them. And Burden says, "Oh really?" and he summons the Magna Defender. The rest of the team washes up, and Marvelous reminds Orion only a moron would give up on their dreams, because dreams motivate us to make a better world. They do a legendary morph to Lost Galaxy, the theme plays, everyone fights, except for, of course, Orion has to get his key after tossing away the Magna Defender. But Sally's able to get the rest of the keys back, and they make Captain Mutiny grow, which is the perfect opportunity to show off the Q-Rex. It's Flying Drill mode, it's Quantum Rex mode, and it's Megazord mode. There's form up the legendary Pirate Megazord. It even combines, arm swaps. They even unlocked the Lost Galaxy legendary Megazord, giving them the Lights of Orion. Which Orion, the Ranger, thinks it's kind of confusing because he has a similar name. Afterwards, they temporarily give Leo and Michael the Ranger keys so they can morph and make copies of their morphers, and off-screen, presumably, they give the other keys to the others. Also, Orion lives in a locker at the school. Navi predicts enemies from the past perish the thought of two privateers. And the Zangiak think it's a perfect time to reveal their new plan. Meanwhile, Orion is practicing posing by himself, but the sky turns black, and Davy Jones' ship arrives in orbit. The pirates are scared and confused, so Marvelous suggests let's fly right into it. But this was part of the plan, as Burden's Black Alien flies by, and it turns out it does form its own legendary pirate Megazord, an evil one. Orion goes to fight it, as the rest of the pirates have some Scooby-Doo-esque adventures on the ghost ship, until eventually Davy Jones reveals himself.
We've heard so much about you. It's like we've known you forever.
Revealing the source of his power to summon all the past monsters was this crystal eye. He tells them this because it gives them something to think of as he banishes them to a pocket dimension, where they see every single past foot soldier and Power Rangers. They fight as they morph and roll call, and they fuse into one big boss, but Marvelous is unimpressed and calls them the Small Fry. Not helping as they're all fighting for control, and it kind of looks like they're dancing. Donnie does a little dance to them dancing. Luca hits him in the back of the head and pulls out the bazooka, using a yellow wave. The explosion sends them to a new location, where they see Goldar. They go Mighty Morphin and eventually take him out with the Power Blaster. This blast sends them to the desert with yet another new monster to deal with, Diabolico. Rangers hiding behind a big rock realize this can go on forever, barely noticing a big skull in the sky like how they were sent here in the first place. Maybe one of us can get up there. Marvelous refuses to abandon his crew, but Joe says they got this, and hey, you can always use that crystal to wish us back. The rest stay behind and go Lightspeed Rescue to deal with Diabolico, as Marvelous goes Ninja Storm and uses the glider to fly up. Sending Marvelous back to where they used to be, Davy Jones is impressed by how he's able to escape, but he'll send him right back. They fight, Marvelous grabbing the crystal eye, and he uses it to wish back his companions, tossing the crystal away. Davy Jones doesn't understand, you had all that power in your hand. But Marvelous reminds him there's some things more important in life than just treasure, like friends. They morph, do a pose, use both the pirate and my morphing keys to use a final wave, slash and blast. Back with Burden and Orion, Burden notices what happened, hops back to the ghost ship. The pirates get the legendary Pirate Megazord, and there's some cool Pirates of the Caribbean-esque fighting, till eventually the pirates jump off the side of the ghost ship when they realize it's going down, shooting Burden with a bunch of legendary powers, flying away with the dragon, seemingly with Burden going down with the ship. We see Marvelous looking over the ocean, kind of conflicted. He's both glad and a little sad that they couldn't do more for Burden. But we zoom into the water, showing the fake pink legendary sub, and it's being piloted by Burden. He's alive. Looking over his unique Ranger key, as we see Damaris and a bunch of X-Borgs excavating the ghost ship, taking direct orders from the Emperor. Make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button for Season 2.